Hi, it's Nicola, and today I have a life writing example for you when coronavirus serves up a new normal. And today's show is brought to you by the Structure Success Training, and I'll have more about this free book training at the end. But firstly, if you're just tuning in for the first time, Forever Young Autobiographies is the place to learn how to write life stories for family and friends so that unique memories can live on. It would be awesome if you could follow, subscribe and like the show. So today's example is about myself and my family and how we've been going with the coronavirus stuck at home in quarantine, like I know probably many of you are out there. Many of you have been writing to me and telling me that you have been writing as well in this lockdown situation. And my own writing example from today was inspired by a fellow author and journalist, Trent Dalton, with his Tales from the Bunker series. I'd love for you to tell me about your bunker writing, whether you're writing an autobiography, a memoir, a biography or other life story challenge. So send me an email. I'd love to hear about it. Write to foreveryoungautobiographies.com/contact. Go to that page and you'll be able to send me an email. If you've got any problems or you're stuck with your writing, I'd love to help. So without further ado, here's my writing example for you when coronavirus serves up a new normal. I'm sure it was the cheese board comment that did it. It jinxed us. Just a few weeks ago, I said I couldn't look at another cheese wheel after a 4-month run of end-of-year celebrations. It started with my birthday in November, Christmas in our new home, plus end-of-decade parties. Then there were Hottest 100 radio countdowns, my husband Luke's birthday party on St. Valentine's Day, and various summer Sunday sessions where neighbourhood parents and kids free-ranged through our garden and house. But thanks to coronavirus, the shutters came down hard and fast on life as we knew it. What I wouldn't give for a cheese board with friends now, even a small one. First, my work encouraged me to log in from home. Then this became a directive to all staff. Next, my husband's workplace followed suit, and school principals encouraged pupils to stay away. My family's first day home altogether was my daughter's 7th birthday. Luckily, she thought the Prime Minister basically cancelling school for the foreseeable future was the best present ever. But Luke and I exchanged worried looks as social restrictions ratcheted up daily and we were forced to cancel her birthday party for that weekend. First gatherings of 500 were banned, then 100, followed by groups of 10 and finally 3 or more. Planes were grounded and borders shut. Thankfully, my in-laws slipped back into the country after marking my father-in-law's birthday. They had been on a Pacific cruise that miraculously docked before cyclones and coronavirus hit. Suddenly, we were all pushed sideways into an alternate dimension where the footy was cancelled and loo rolls became the holy grail of essential shopping trips. I rushed the kids to the GP to get our flu shots. Keep your hands in your pockets, I said. Don't touch anything. No, you can't eat that lollipop the nurse gave you until we are back in the car. Hands washed. My dad in Tasmania rang to say there had been a coronavirus case reported in his city. As a working GP in his 70s who recently had surgery for 5 heart bypasses, he was worried. I'm a bit scared, he said down the phone, but I have to do my duty. This is why we signed up. Meanwhile, my son, aged 4, came to me one morning. "I'm frustrated," he said, with little clenched fists by his side. "Everybody keeps saying the word coronavirus." Damn straight, we were all frustrated and then some. Worried, fear, dread. Emotions swelled with questions. How is this thing going to pan out? What would it cost us? How would we cope? I thought back to conversations I'd had with my mother's late mum, Mary, who we'd lived with for years while I was growing up. "You just got on with it," she'd told me, about living through tough years on the land, world wars, the Great Depression, illness and loss. Well, ain't that the truth? Then I rang my father's mum, Bonnie, aged 99, to see how she was faring in the lockdown at her nursing home. She put aside her hot cuppa to talk to me. "I'm fine," she said. "The most important thing is you, Luke, and the kids are all together, safe and happy. And do you know there are only 49 days until I'm 100? This made me laugh. Even in the face of a global pandemic, this gorgeous lady was seeing the positives. So this is what we all have to do. Bunker down and appreciate the isolation moments. Like my daughter delivering her party bags via BMX to her friends' doorsteps. My son having days to build the ultimate mega city in his room with every single toy. Or my husband ducking out for a beach swim during his work from home lunch break. And us all laughing together during quarantine board games and front lawn campouts. Yep, coronavirus, you have definitely put the brakes on 2020. And I'm sure there are still dark days ahead. But I'm coming to see that the lockdown brings all the most important things in life into focus. And they are all right here under the one roof with me. Stay safe, everybody. I'll see you with a cheese board on the other side. So thanks for listening to that one. That's just our take on how things have been going with this coronavirus lockdown and self-imposed quarantine. And I hope that this life writing example just gives you an idea of how other people are dealing and writing about this global historic event. I hope it really inspires you to write your own stories and share them with other people in your life, loved ones, family and friends. If you'd like to read the full transcript, head over to my website, foreveryoungautobiographies.com/coronavirus. You can find the transcript plus I'll have some other resources, links to other articles, including the ultimate guide for planning to write, tips for new writers, and writing about difficult and painful topics. So please check that out. And while you're there, tell me, how is your writing going? I'd love to know what writing you're doing during this bunkering down period. Again, go to foreveryoungautobiographies.com/contact and send me an email there. I'd love to hear about it. And earlier I mentioned the free Structure Success Training. Now, I highly recommend this free training. Sign up for it. I'll have the details for you at the website or they'll be listed here. It will give you details about how to get the key memories for your book and organise them into a basic structure. Now, I'll be back again really soon with a new topic, so please follow, subscribe and like the show. And until then, stay safe everyone and happy writing.